Welcome, 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 everybody. How are we? I'm so excited to be with all of you. It has been way too long. Again, this is my favorite evening when I go live every Friday night. And if you're new to my channel, I am so excited you're here. My name is Carey Koss. I am a medium and a mentor, and this is my favorite night of the week because I get to come live and be able to bring messages and collective comfort and insight from the perspective of myself as a channel and a medium. But also, we're going to be tapping into the Akashic Records. We're going to be talking to one of the goddesses that I work with, and we're going to be looking at all of the zodiac signs tonight, which I'm very excited about. Every Friday, we do this at the same time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Hey, hey! So excited to see you. I'm so excited. I'm also just going to get started over on TikTok. So if you're joining, please feel free to come on in. So again, every Friday night, I go live in fact, I'm going to just get myself all organized. So I'm really excited to be with all of you. This is, I think, one of those things that it kind of sets the stage. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. I'm just going to get my everything all organized. Welcome in, everybody. We are just getting everything up and running. I'm so excited you guys are here. I'm going to just give you guys a quick little update on like what we're doing. So every Friday night, just so everybody knows, I go live at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, both here on TikTok and also on the tube of you. And I do channeled messages for the collective. So if this is your first time in, either on YouTube or if you're on TikTok, please feel free to say hello in the chat. I just love spending time with this group of people. Hey, thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. I'm going to put up my specific one that I use for this event, which is the channel collective messages. So if you guys are new, welcome. So this is the whole thing that I do every Friday night. Just give you guys a little bit of an update on what we're doing. So essentially what I'll put it over here. It looks a little bit better. There we go. So what is this all about and who am I, first of all? So my name is Carey Koss. I am a medium, and hey there, I'm a medium and a mentor, and I love helping my clients and students develop their psychic abilities, their mediumship abilities, and also their connection to spirit. Now, here's the thing about working with spirit. Hey, Dakota. Here's the thing about spirit. You don't have to become a professional intuitive, a professional medium to develop your abilities. Everybody has these abilities. And so and just first of all, really, hello, welcome in, guys. Welcome in. So, hey, tonight is my Friday night live stream. Welcome in. Hey, Portia. So my Friday night live stream is one of my favorite times of the week. And it's because I get to connect with all of you, but also I'm really connecting in with a collective, which I think is most of my audience, because most of my audience is on their spiritual path. And hey, girl, I love the planting lemons. That's so cool. So anyway, so most of my collective is really on their spiritual path. Thank you so much, Jason. I appreciate those gifts. Amazing. Thank you guys for tapping the screen. Every Friday night, we go live and we do a live stream for the collective. This is completely just my gift to all of you. And these are the things that we do. So first of all, if you have questions about any of these things, please feel free. Hello, Sylvester. These Friday nights, we tackle quite a bit. So just a quick thing about me. People say, are you a medium? I'm absolutely a medium. Am I a psychic? I'm absolutely a psychic. Do I like working in the Akashic Records? I absolutely do. So all those things are true about me. And all those things are true about the students I work with, because I believe in being well-rounded and also we're all passionate and interested in this, right? So we want to be able to grow our abilities. We want to be able to get closer to spirit. We want to be able to understand ourselves. We do not have to do this professionally. It's just for our own experience. And especially if many of you are having your awakening journey, or if you're further along in it, this will really validate you. So as a note, this is what we do. So if you want, you can either have this experience I am also live. I like to tell this to people on YouTube. And so if you like having experience, we're on YouTube. I'm on YouTube as well. I love the format of both places, and it serves people differently. So just to let you know. So it just depends. So if you're joining me, welcome. This is not a night about doing any personal readings. Hello, Dragon Mage. This is for the collective, and this is what we're going to be doing. So the first thing is, I work with goddesses a lot. I also work, like many of us, with archangels. I work, of course, with my guides, things of that nature. But every Friday night, I channel one of the goddesses. And we always bring through a message from them, which really brings forth wisdom, healing, understanding, and also development for all of us. So if you are interested in that, in the chat, please do me a favor and put your favorite emoji for the winter season. Okay. Also, the work I do is pretty educational. So it has depth to it. It has, I would say, there is usually some level of questions that people have for this type of work. And so feel free I'm getting all the snowmen over here and the Christmas trees. So if you guys have questions about any of these topics, please feel free to stop and ask me, because I want you to feel comfortable, as though you can know. Thank you, Brandy. What is she talking about? Okay. So a couple things, because I like to inform, and it's funny because when I'm on TikTok, I always feel like I have to hurry up, like I have to hurry up and get my message out. So I'm really trying to say, even if I only have 15 people in my live stream on TikTok, I'm okay with that. Maddie Rose, thank you so much for that. So I'm trying to like vacillate between the energy of like YouTube, which everybody takes their time on YouTube, and between TikTok, which is like, hurry up. All right. I'm covering your bills. DM me with grace. I don't know what that means, but God bless you. I don't believe in one God, but there we are. Okay. So really quickly, you guys, if you want to do me a favor, I'm going to just put if you guys on TikTok, please make sure that you guys are checking out the Daily Heart Me. And also, if you could just keep tapping the screen, that really helps me a lot. I'm going to put in another goal here that I want to do. Okay. So if you are interested in, let me just go with a gift. Hang on, friends, just a sec. Thank you for your patience. Everybody, I appreciate you. Yes, I do follow angel numbers. I am not rigid about angel numbers. I'm very open-minded about angel numbers. Because my main thing is, I believe that everybody has listen, I do not believe any collective person knows what the specific angel numbers are for everyone. Thank you, Kathy. I think that angel numbers come to you because those numbers are meaningful to you, or you're looking up and that's what that number means. Now, I do think there's a connection with numerology. I do believe in that, but I don't necessarily believe that there are set angel numbers. And I tend to believe that anyway. I believe that a lot of the things that we're seeing right now that tend to be like that are very much like new age concepts. And I tend to take a different approach than that. I don't believe all number ones mean one thing. I don't believe fours mean one thing. I mean, they can mean some things in numerology, but in general, I think you have to make them into what you want them to be. That's specifically something I want to talk about. Okay. All right. So we're going to I just have to get to my, where my menu is here. So we are not doing we're only doing collective readings tonight. So what this means, it looks like this. This is every Friday night. I don't do personal readings, although tonight I do have a surprise. I'm going to pick one person at the end of the live stream to do a free reading on. So stay tuned. Make sure you're following me. I'll see who's really active in the chat and who's here for the whole time or for most of the time. So if you guys just keep tapping the screen, make sure you grab your daily heart me and we're going to get started. All right. So the first thing, as you can see from the top of the list, we are going to be connecting with one of the goddesses. Okay. A little bit about me briefly. As I said, this is going to be slightly educational, so I hope that's okay for everybody. So here we go. So I am what is known, Justin, hello. I am a priestess, a rose priestess. And so what that means is I definitely work with holding space for those, and in my terms, it's connected to the sacred feminine. It's not just for women, but it's really about a deep level of healing, but also it is about often for me, Brandon, it is about working with the goddesses to promote healing, activation of one's spiritual abilities, and also a transformation or coming into what I like to call are your codes for this lifetime. Now, what does that mean, your codes, right? That sounds really fancy. But essentially what that means is that you as a soul have an intention that you set for this lifetime. It's not a rigid intention, but that you wanted to probably grow and step more into your true nature as a soul. And so in order to do that, you have to heal some of the programming beliefs and limitations that are in your energy field, okay, or in your consciousness. And so what happens is when you start clearing that out, and that happens through stepping into your intuition, that happens from releasing old beliefs from the past, that happens from parting ways from a lot of the beliefs probably that you grew up with that are limiting and separatist, things like that. And you're stepping more into authenticity and love and divinity. That's what when we're talking, thank you, Justin. That's when we're talking about opening up and getting into having your codes come. And so as a priestess, that's one of the things I do is I help people clear out their energy field and step into their codes. Okay. So that's a little bit of what that means. Now, one of the ways that I do that is that I work with goddesses. Okay. And the goddesses, I could go into hours and hours of a lecture here. Hello, Tracy. I won't do that this evening. I teach classes on that. And if you're interested, I do have a membership called Goddess Rising that very much helps anyone's step into having more of that sacred feminine spirituality. Again, you don't have to be a female or a feminine to be in it, but it's just part of what we're doing is coming more into union with balance, both with our divine masculine, divine feminine. Hey, Jess. So thanks you guys for tapping the screen, and please feel free to grab your daily heart me. That helps me so much. So every Friday, we connect with one of these goddesses, and they come forward for us in many different ways, right? Thank you so much. They help us with really, if I'm honest, they help us to traverse time. Okay. So they help us reclaim the parts of our energy that have been sort of blocked because of past life of traumas, things like that. But also they help us align with our abilities, our gifts. And they help us heal from, they help us with shadow work. They help us in so many ways. Thanks, Jess. So when we're working with these goddesses, that's what happens. Okay. So that's why I channel the goddesses. Okay. I hope I explained that well. Again, I always feel like on TikTok, from TikTok standards, I'm like running away race, trying to explain to everybody what it means. I'm also live on the Tube of You. If you guys are interested, I'm on the live of the Tube of You. So it's really up to you whether or not you want to, however you want to experience it. Okay, but welcome in. If you are new here, please feel free to say hello. I'd love to say hello back to you. And again, if you guys don't know me, my name is Carey. I am a medium and a mentor, a spiritual mentor, and also a spiritual business coach. I have been a certified psychic medium for 35 years. And isn't that crazy? When I say it out loud, it's so amazing. I feel so like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. So I do mentor and teach people to really come into alignment with their abilities, but but for personal, professional reasons, certainly, but also just to live more in harmony with their divine nature on a very like everyday level. Okay, so thanks for being here. So tonight, what we're going to do, hello, Blue Pea. Oh, I know. Thank you, Tracy. So what tonight, I know it's a lot of explaining, but I have to do this every Friday night. So that I'm so glad you're here. I have to do this every Friday night because I want people to really be on. I want us all to be on the same page. So I appreciate all your patience of me explaining that. Hello, Mel. So what I'm going to be doing, I am a trance medium, a trance channel. Okay. And I've been doing trance for many, 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 many years. And I do this I do this with clients, but I also do this in this space. And I also do this with my dear friend Lorenda Carr, who's also a medium. We do that together. Yes. So we're doing, Emily, we're doing all these collective readings. We get a message from one of the goddesses. We do an Akashic Records reading, and then we go through every zodiac sign. I'm going to get a message for what you need to know for the end of December, beginning of January. This is a really good one. If you guys have to like bop in and out, this will be Brittany. This will be time stamped and on my YouTube channel with every single zodiac sign. Okay. We usually start with Pisces, right, Amber? And I'm kind of excited about tonight because I was already kind of getting messages a little bit coming through about what's coming in. And so I'm super excited. So you'll definitely want to come back. Okay. For that. So I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to tap in, and I already know. Oh, I love that. I already know who is coming forward because she's coming forward also. Definitely, you guys check out my Goddess Rising membership because we work with a different goddess every month. And sometimes we have the same ones that continuously work through it with us. But tonight, I already know who's going to be here. So tonight, I already know it's going to be Kuan Yin. Okay, Kuan Yin is stepping forward. So I'm going to bring her forth. Now, if you don't know who Kuan Yin is, you're in for a treat. Okay, I'm going to get a book and I'm going to read from it so you can all understand a little bit more how she is. Again, I told you guys this was going to be educational. This is not your usual like TikTok. It's done in 5 minutes here. This is a little bit more depth. Hang on. All right. So we're going to go at this multi-layered. Again, I am a teacher. So we're going to go first. We're going to get I'm going to give you a little bit of her history so you can understand her. Right. But then I'm going to channel her and with like trance channeling with her to bring through a message for everybody. Okay. Yes. She came in a few months back. She has. Wonderful, Tracy. Well, feel free. And really quickly, I do want to tell you, ooh, my Kundalini is going. This is going to be a good session. Is that my friend Laura in here? Is that my lovely Laura? I love you. So anyway, a couple things. So yeah, people are asking about mentorship. Yes, I am a mentor. I have a program starting in February where I'm going to be teaching you. It's a 6-month to 1-year program. You get to be with me for a whole year. Usually my students stay with me longer because we just can't get enough of each other. I like working with people for a long period of time. Oh, Laura, I love you so much. Right back at you. So if you're even interested, you can find that information on my main page, which is very easy to find if you go right here, or you can just reach out to me. I'm going to be having an intro to talk all about the program. The sales page is getting made this week, so we're going to have it all. But I am used to training people, and I am it's a huge part of my heart. So what's going to be happening in that program is you're going to be going through and learning with me. I teach you my method for doing readings. Again, I've been reading for 35 years as a trained, certified psychic medium, but also I have a ton of experience. And so I've held space for people for a really long time. And I know what's required to do that and for people to, first of all, get the results they're looking for. But also I'm a very stable person. And I've worked professionally. Lorenda Carr, my bestie's in the audience. I'm over here on the tube of you. So you guys have to follow Lorenda because she and I are partners. We work together all the time. She's right in the chat. Lorenda, put yourself on there. She's on TikTok. She's one of my best friends. So anyway, so you have to follow her. She's amazing. So yes, I am doing a program. It starts mid-February. It's going to be a 6 months to a year, depending on how long you need. You're going to be learning my method of reading. And reading, and I call myself an energy reader, right? But also working in the Akashic Records and learning how to do professional level readings. But you can also just do this for yourself. But at the same time, you're learning how to launch your business. That is not common. That is not common. I will tell you right now, I've done a lot of research, and most people will teach you, which is great. It's so good to learn that. But I have a passion for a small business and for getting people launched. So if that's something you're interested in, feel free. I have a registration form that you can sign up for, and everybody's going to be getting information quite soon here. So feel free. Anyway, so tonight, here's what we're doing. High Priestess Nikki in the house. Another person you guys have to follow. Another queen who does everything. Everything. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I am going to channel. I like to tell good people to follow the ones I see. So make sure you follow these people. So High Priestess is my girl. And there's Mama Jen Clark, another person I love. These are all my people that I trust and love, who are also great mentors. So, I love my colleagues. Okay, here's what we're doing. As I said, I love you guys. Happy new moon. And it also, Mama, it is new moon in Sagittarius. Guess what my moon is in, Nikki? Sagittarius. So I'm feeling really good tonight. So happy new moon. Okay, we're getting to the meat and the bones. First, we're going to look up Kuan Yin, and then I'm going to channel her so you guys know what's what. Right? We love a Sagittarius. Well, we love every sign who we can. Okay, here we go, people. Kuan Yin. I'm just giving you a little bit of insight in her so you can read about. You're a Sag moon. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Kuan Yin coming in, and then I'm going to channel her. So stick with me, everybody. Again, Kuan Yin, a beautiful energy for anybody to call upon. She's very, very healing. She's known as one of the goddesses of healing, of mercy, for those that are suffering in any kind of pain, either physically, mentally, emotionally, also with grief. A feeling. Yes, we love Mama Kuan Yin. She's just like a goddess. So she is going to be she is going to be the goddess that we're working with in my membership, which is called Goddess Rising, in January. Yes. So I'm going to let Nikki take over how to find your moon, because she is my resident astrologer. Nikki, go, girl, go. While I'm finding Kuan Yin, make sure you're following Nikki, High Priestess. That's one of my queens. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. I'm trying to do a lot at once, and I'm here for it. I am here for it, Miss Kuan Yin. In some places they write her name as a K. So here we go, if everyone's ready. Thank you for your patience, everybody. Thank you for your patience. I am having to look. This is a very large book, just to let you all know. So TikTok tends to, everything works so fast, right? So I like to slow things down so that way you can come back, listen to this later. The entire recording will be on my YouTube channel, and it will be timestamped. So if you need to come back. Okay, Kuan Yin. Okay, that's right. Thank you. She's like, slow down. You're nervous. And I go, I know. I'm trying not to be. T, let me see, F, G, Q, O. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So Kuan Yin. So if you are not used to working with deities or goddesses, Kuan Yin is a wonderful one to start with. She's telling me some things. So when I'm telling you things, I'm hearing her say, she helps you to collapse time. She helps you to be in the moment. Thank you. She's right here. She's like, I'm right here. I'm right here. See, they have her under another spelling. They have her under the K. I'm going to have to just channel her if I don't find this in a moment. So thanks everybody for your, where are you? See, she is under K. She is under K. Okay, here we go, friends. Kuan Yin, the goddess of mercy, she who hears the cries of the world. So I just want you to, for when you're beginning to work with any goddess, in this case, goddesses, I just want you first to have your own feeling sensation of her. I want you to go beyond the words that are being spoken. I want you to open up your energy. If you're open, knowing you're safe and you're only calling in what is for your highest good. And then you're just being open to your experience. So I do want to hear from everybody how this goddess's energy feels to you if you're so inclined. If you're not comfortable, you do not have to open up, just to let you know. So Kuan Yin can be spelled two different ways. In this book, it's spelled, her name is spelled Kwan, second name Yin. Here's what we go, but it's spelled different ways. She's the very essence of mercy and compassion, among the most beloved and well-known of our spirit of all spirits. Technically, Kuan Yin is considered to be, thank you, Nikki, love you, a bodhisattva. Okay, I'm getting the chills. I'm seriously getting the chills from my whole body. Venerated as such through the Buddhist world, but she also possesses the statue of a goddess, and many consider her to be one, not just modern goddess devotees, but also in East Asian folk religion. Kuan Yin is a spiritual phenomenon. She transcends religious boundaries and also found in Taoist and Shinto shrines, even in the shrine of her main rival. She has a rival? That's the first I've heard of that. The Lady Tai San. Kuan Yin is a favorite of independent practitioners and goddess devotees. Guess what she does? See where you find yourself in this. She protects the helpless, particularly women, children, and animals. She bestows good health and fertility. She guides and protects travelers, especially seafarers and sky travelers. In recent years, Kuan Yin has emerged as the guardian of air travel. Well, who's flying over Christmas? Okay, just saying. Timing. She protects against attack from either animals or humans. She breaks cycles of birth, punishment, and retribution. She provides protection in the realms of the living, the dead, and elsewhere. Her true identity is subject to debate. Officially, she's an aspect of the Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara, the Lotus Sutra, which describes Avalokiteshvara, was among the first Buddhist texts into Chinese. This translated in Chinese is Quan Shi Yin. The first Chinese statues of Kuan Yin were found in the 5th century. Okay. And continuing. As we know her today, first emerged from China's northwest frontier by the Silk Road. Okay, let us move on because I could be here an hour. I'm an esoteric nerd. That's where I live in my consciousness. A lot of planets in Scorpio. Okay, so I know not everyone's bored. I get it, but I want to keep the show moving. I'll wait for you. If you come into one of my classes, we can geek out together over details and summaries. You see what I'm saying? Okay. All right. You get the gist. So she epitomizes goodness. No one is kinder. And I will say that's very true. Her and Mother Mary are really up there. More compassionate or more benevolent. Kuan Yin doesn't possess a single malevolent or malicious impulse. She is also exceptionally responsive. Okay, as evidenced by her worldwide veneration. All right, so she's open to everybody. Okay, just to clarify, if you are new to spirits or generally uncomfortable or fearful of them, Kuan Yin might be the right spirit for you. And I would totally agree with that. Kia. So I would totally agree with that. If you're new to deity work, yes, feel free. You can definitely reach out to me anytime. I'd love to have you guys. I'm opening up I have a school, but I'm changing platforms. And so I'm opening it in the next couple of weeks. It's going to be called The Sanctuary. Okay. And there'll be different levels to it. I know I got the chills, especially for you, Jess. I was thinking about you. Are you ready for this? Alternatively, many believe Isis, Mary Magdalene, Okay, stick with me. And or Mother Mary, Mother of Christ, traveled the length of the Silk Road. Okay, are we hearing this? Finally emerging as Kuan Yin, or that their images may have served as a portal for the frontier spirits. You can kind of get the sense of that, guys. When we're talking about an archetype of a goddess, sometimes they merge into a collective at moments. I will say that for the good of all. That's okay, Jen. So here's the thing so for me, like, I am a rose priestess, so I work with goddesses. Anybody can. It's not a special title. It's just the thing. It's a training I've gone through and a discipline I've gone through, but it's really about holding space for people to have their transformation. That's okay, Linda. Everyone's coming. We're always here every Friday. All right. So here we go. A lot here. So this book really does have a fair amount of information. They sell this in the TikTok shop. I'm not putting it up there, but they have it. Okay. Here's some things what we can know about her. We're moving along. Okay. She has sacred days, right? You can look at all that information. What's her favorite color? White. Guess what her bird is? Her bird's a peacock. The gem you work with is, hello, Maria. The gem that she works with is a pearl. Okay. So guys, right now we're doing collective messages. Okay, so we get the gist, and there's more about Kuan Yin, how she got to be who she was. Again, if you're really interested in, I would definitely recommend checking out my Goddess Rising membership, because I have all that information in there. Okay, so let's continue. So now I'm going to channel Kuan Yin. So stick with me. And again, so just to let you know, if you're new, welcome. So my name is Carey. These are collective readings, Maria, collective for everybody here, but I'm glad you're here. And then one person at the end, I'm going to be choosing one lucky person at the end who is going to receive a complimentary reading at the very end. But I'm usually here for an hour and a half, so stick with me. All right. So I'm going to channel a message from Kuan Yin, see what she has to say. So stick with me. I'm just going to slip in. Usually my eyes are closed. If you're wondering what's happening, that's what's happening. So thank you for being here. If you're new, please feel free to say hello. If you guys keep tapping the screen, make sure you get your daily heart me. I can't check all of you. Whoever keeps tapping the screen, I love it. If you guys are watching me on the tube of you, if you could do me a favor and make sure you're doing some hearts and sharing and making comments, because people love that on YouTube. Okay. All right. I'm going to go in with Kuan Yin and see what she has to say. Okay. So we're doing a channeled message from Kuan Yin, if you're wondering. Okay. I'll be with you in a second. Now is a time that many of you are preparing yourselves for this lasting memory, a lasting memory of a time where the pain and the suffering of what has happened in recent months and years will be a time that is gone, a bygone era. You've heard that term, let bygones be bygones. If you've ever wondered what that actually means, it means releasing something and putting yourself into the moment, which is now. Take a moment right now and just take a deep breath in, deeply into your chest. Imagine how it would feel if you had a deep level of patience for yourself. If you allow yourself to play at doing the things that you enjoy the most. Imagine while you're preparing the meals you eat, the work you do, the different actions you take throughout the day, and you had a deep level of patience for yourself. And also you played. Imagine the space that would be in your day when you make room and space for patience and divinity. The sparks that are within you, the training ground for the divine, starts to move through your consciousness. It also slips into every part of your life. It changes you. Instead of being embroiled in disagreements, arguments, and loss, disconnection. You're at a point of light, much like a star. And when you are the point of light, you shine that light in every area of your life, including within. It's very important now on this planet to take time to have patience for yourself. Mercy. It does collapse time. Playfulness and patience. That's the simple message. It mustn't be complicated. It mustn't be earned. And it sits in the place of forgiveness for yourself. Be well. Okay. I want to thank her for that message. Okay. All right. Very good. Okay. Received. Blessings. Thank you to Kuan Yin. I just love that. Okay. Ashe. Ahoy. Ashe. Okay. So let's move on. Next. This is the Akashic Records. Okay. And I told you guys every Friday night, it's really more about education for me. That's who I am as a mentor and a teacher and as a guide, a priestess. So often when I'm on some of the apps, so good, I try to always remember that time is being pushed and moves fast by humans, not by spirit. So when I'm in the point of being with all of you, I see the light in you, and I am addressing that part of you, right? Not the algorithm, not the pressure, and not the energy that seems to want to push us all off our center. So that's what the space is here. So let me just chat a little bit about the Akashic Records. All right. This is something I teach, something that is so sacred, but is available to all of us. And if you're interested in learning to open your own Akashic Records, I have free resources, plenty of them, or I teach classes, but it's also absolutely free. And you can go to, especially on both of my pages, both on TikTok and on YouTube, I have a free guide. I also have free meditations on my YouTube channel, right? If you want to learn more about healing and past life regression and readings and channeling, yay, I'm so glad, Linda. Then I feel free to reach out to me or check out, because I do teach that in class form and I support people on that journey, but you may not need that, may not need that at all. So it's really your call. You don't need a teacher for that if you don't, but some people do. So it's up to you. Thank you so much, Mel, for joining my fan club. Okay, let us continue. So we're going to be working in the Akashic Records. Again, this is the collective for us. So this may resonate for you. It may not, and that is okay. There's no right or wrong with this. And again, any messages which I'm getting, the intention is it's for your highest good. It is truly for your highest good. It's hopefully activating in something in you that really is truthful, that's valid, that's validating, that is enriching, that makes you go, I know that I sensed this already. Okay. So I might be here giving you this message, but it's really your soul is giving it to you. So what that means is I am going to channel first and just see what I'm seeing in our collective Akashic Records, because we are a collective. So when I open it up for this group, I open it up for all of us in our collective energy, and I'll let you know what I'm getting. Okay. So let's see what that is. Sometimes they have me pulling cards. Sometimes they don't. It just depends on how they want to bring their message forth. When I say they, I'm usually talking about the guides that I work with in the Akashic Records. Everybody has guides there. Also, the other thing about the Akashic Records is that's also where it's a bit easier to speak to, and it's a higher vibration. So that's where you can also do a lot of healing work on yourself. That's something else to note, and also connect with your past lives, but also you can work with the ascended masters, right? Your ancestors, guides. That's one of the places you can go. All right, so let's just tune in here. Let's see what we're getting from the Akashic Records. If I close my eyes, I do often close my eyes. Portia, I often close my eyes because I have my clairvoyance is very baby girl. My clairvoyance tends to be really activated, and so I like to tell you what I'm seeing. Okay, and whatever comes forth comes forth. So let's dip in. So if you receive this, you don't even need to say you receive it. You can just see if this resonates for you. This is meant for the collective. Okay, let's see what we're getting. Okay. The first thing that they're really telling me, and this is a consistent message that comes forth for our collective. Okay, blessings to all of you, first of all. So many of you are coming into alignment with your sacred abilities. These are spiritual, innate abilities, which you have spanned your lifetimes, not just this lifetime. I just want you to understand and recognize that you have already been psychic. You have already been a healer. You've already been a medium. You've already met with your guides. You are already doing your good works, but now you're just clearing out any of the energy that is in your light body or your chakras or in your frequency in general so that you can embody the abilities you already have. You do exist already in the multiverse or in multidimensional spaces. Now, to simplify this, to make this a little bit more straightforward and easy, what you can say is if that's sort of like a big concept and it makes your head spin, don't worry. You don't need to know it intellectually. You can just know it in your heart. And then what you want to say is, I ground this information into this now moment with ease, patience, and grace. That's all you need to do. It's that simple. You can't hear me? Okay, hang on. Let me turn this up. Turn that up. Is that a little bit better? Hopefully it's a little better. TikTok's having a hard time hearing me. Let me know if that's better. I turned up I can hear you. Okay. All right, good. So I just want to tell you that all of you are already engineering your destiny. Okay. All of you are already in alignment with what you're doing for your future. Okay. With your timelines, it's already happening. So you don't need to chase it. You don't need to run after it. Okay. This is why the goddesses a lot and many of the ascended masters talk about being present in this moment. You notice Kuan Yin, that was her first impression to you, is you don't need to do anything in order to be in alignment with your truth and your blueprint and the knowledge, because the knowledge is inside of you. It's just about preparing that sacred space and holding space for yourself and holding space for the wisdom that comes through. And that's why it can be very helpful to be in sacred spaces with other people where it's not so much that there is a leader who is telling you what to think, what to believe at all. It's that you have safe spaces where you can share your truth and your divinity and be supported. That is more important than going in and doing a lot of extra training. Now, do I do training? Of course I do. But mostly what I do is hold space for people's development and for them to step into their own abilities, which they already innately have. So I'm not really training them to be something. I am holding space for them to transform. That's what working in your own Akashic records will tell you. Is it will show you that you already have the divinity within you, and it helps you clear out those blockages and things that have come from places that are no longer in alignment for you. You've learned those lessons already. And often that is connected in with, hey, Amy, that is connected in, yes, with past lives. It's connected in with your ancestry. It's connected in with your family of origin, right? And it's connected in with this timeline here on Earth and it can be healed just as much as anything else. And it can be simplistic. So the message from tonight is very utilitarian in the sense of it doesn't have to be complex or difficult. It just needs to be acknowledged and opened up. And we understand this. And that's the message from the Akashic Records. All of you have Akashic Records. All of you will be able to work in them. All of you have already worked in them. Okay, you've already accessed your records. You already have the knowledge. You're just coming into we call that your blueprint, which is your true self, and you're bringing it more into your everyday life, which is your aura and your chakras. Your aura and chakras are very connected in with your physical body. And that's the first layer. Okay. Everybody with me? Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to be moving into, often people really love this. So what we're going to be going, so Tracy says yes. If you're saying yes, if that resonates for you, feel free to say, that sounds reasonable to me. If you're feeling like, I don't think so, it's okay. I'm not trying to convince anybody of anything. And it has to make sense to you. All right. Next, what we're going to be doing, friends, we are going to be moving on to the zodiacal or the zodiac readings for the upcoming rest of this year. Can you believe it? But here's the thing. This reading is special tonight for the collective of each of you, because it's also going to be a message that's going to bring you forth as you set your intention. It's very interesting. We're doing this on the new moon, because this is going to help you set your intention for 2026. Tony. So let me just put up now. I want to just tell you briefly, Stacy, Brittany, if you are interested, I do have, what I love about YouTube is I do a slideshow. You do not need to be in the slideshow, Tracy, to see it, but it goes through. You have a picture of Pisces. You have a picture, so some people like that if you're a visual person. If not, stick with me on TikTok, no problem. I would highly recommend, though, everybody who is on TikTok to at least go visit my YouTube channel, because I upload long form content onto my channel. So I have a library there of videos, which I cannot post on TikTok. I have an hour-long past life regression that's on there. I have meditations. Okay. I do longer, more in-depth readings. You see what I mean? So there's a lot. If that's where you're at on your journey, please feel free to become a subscriber. Okay. On YouTube. Okay. Let me bring up my chart. Stick with me, everybody. Thank you for your patience. Now, I'm going to put her up here. And if you, like I said, if you like seeing a visual cue of like what sign we're on, feel free to come visit us over here. Hoo-hoo. All right, everybody, who do we start with? Let me see. We're actually starting with Aries. Okay, let me get, I'm going to do it this way. Do you like that format? What do you guys think? I like it. Well, it's probably okay. And everybody can see it. Okay. So we are starting. Here we go. Aries. Now, as you know, if you guys have to dip out, this entire channeled reading, we will be going through we will be going through each of the zodiacal signs, but it can be your sun, your moon, your rising. I also, though, want to say, if you guys know what your north node is, you may want to stick around for that. Okay. So if your north node, for example, is in Aries, you might want to stick around. Okay. That's the way I read. All right. So here's what we're going to be doing. My guides already gave me this, and I'm going to get where. So we're going to be pulling 3 tarot cards, asking 3 questions. And then we're going to be also pulling in for the new moon, like what an oracle message. Okay. So this is going to be fun. We are starting with Aries. If you guys have to, yes. So I would say if you are able to check what your north node is what your soul is ascending to in this lifetime. Your south node are the lessons you've learned from past lives. And because I'm a past life regressionist and I tend to lean into the evolutionary astrology, I like that. I dip into that, but you don't have to. Okay. All right. North Node Aquarius. Okay. So we are starting with Aries. If anybody in the comments wants to write Aries, they can write Aries. Okay. In Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, whatever you want. Venus, you can be a cross watcher. It's up to you, whatever. Aries. And this is going to be for the end of December, but also when we're moving in, what do you need to know is going to be one of the cards as you're starting to set your intention for 2026. Okay, let's be at least intentional. And we're going to be looking at 3 cards. I wish I could show you guys. So we're going to be starting with, this is Aries. Okay, what do you need to know right now? That's the first card. I'll pull everything out. That's coming out too. All right. Is that it? Here's what the next card is. What are you not looking at? And then what do you need to put out to the world? Those are the cards. Then finally, we're going to pull one for Aries. Again, we're going to pull a special card, which is an oracle card from this amazing deck that I love. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Aries, we love you. Here we go, go, go. Where are you right now, Aries? Okay. 7 of Wands. I'm going to show everybody the cards. 7 of Wands, Aries. First card out. So right away, what we're getting right now for you, Aries, and I'm going to be, of course, this is a channel message too for Aries. You need to understand, Aries, what do you need to protect? What do you need to hold back from? And what do you need to understand about your energy? 7 of Wands for me is honestly something Aries can learn, which is like hold back your energy just slightly. Take a moment before you act. This is where you are right now. Have a level of patience, Aries, and understand where do you need to protect yourself. Okay. I'm also tuning into your aura. And as a collective, Aries, and I'm hearing you have to protect your 3rd chakra. If someone can tell me in the audience what the 3rd chakra is the domain of, it's your personal power. Okay. It's also physical confidence in the solar plexus. So this is where you are right now, Aries. You have to understand that energy. Yep. It's actually not the heart, but you're close. It's in the solar plexus. It's right here in your abdomen. It's your power center. It's very much still connected to your confidence, right? Right. Exactly. Okay. Here is Aries. This is the card of what, that's okay, baby. It's the card of what are you missing? What do you need to pay attention to, Aries? Okay. What are we getting? King of Swords. That tracks, right? The King of Swords has so much clarity. He has a vision. Some people say he's intellectual. My sense of the King of Swords is he's a high clairvoyant. He has vision. He's a communicator and he has deep understanding. So if we Aries, if you are missing some of the bullet points and the details right now, what we need to understand, again, with the level of patience, we need to maybe reevaluate before we make a choice. Okay. Hi, baby girl. We need to reevaluate before we make a choice. So we're going to need to pull our energy back a little bit. This is actually working with the energy of Saturn, which is restraint, which is having a sense of, I have to maybe pull back before I say yes to something. I want to get a deeper sense of, ooh, maybe I need to be aware of if I'm making a mistake. Would it be a mistake, Aries, if I jumped in? Okay. I'm asking you to have some restraint this week is what I'm hearing. Now, here is what the final message is here of what you need to put into the world. Okay, Aries, guess what? 7 of Pentacles. Right. For me, what this means is there are some things you're going to need to let go of that you might have already invested in that aren't serving you. The number 7 to me equals discernment. It means making a choice. Yes, absolutely. This Aries is the card of discernment. It's the card of, oh, shucks, I better not do that thing. I've got to practice discernment. So Aries, this is your energy. This is your reading for the upcoming weekend, starting the new year. Restraint, patience are going to pay off and letting things go that don't serve you. Final card. Imagine and envision. That's your oracle card, Aries. Okay. What did we say in the beginning with the King of Swords? Yes, sure, he's an intellect, but for me, the King of Swords is a deep clairvoyant. If we're too much in our passion, Aries, we're not going to see the big picture. We're going to miss out on something, and we're going to wish that we made a more well thought out decision. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So that's for Aries. Okay, now just a quick note. If you're just joining us, I want to say welcome. If you guys don't know me, my name is Carey. I am a medium and a spiritual mentor. I'm so happy you're here. This is my weekly Friday night live stream. I do this every Friday night. It's the same repetitive thing, but it's not repetitive. It's always new. 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We go through these different collective messages. These are for the collective, everybody. They're not individual readings. Hi, Holly girl. So I just want to say that in the beginning. So we channel a message from one of the goddesses. Tonight it was Kuan Yin. We also did a message from the Akashic Records. Then we're going through each, thank you, Carly. Then we're going through each of the zodiac signs. We just finished Aries. We are now moving into Taurus. I will tell you, this entire live stream will be time-stamped and placed, if you have to dip and bounce out, on my YouTube channel, and it's all time-stamped. So if you can't make it, it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. All right. So that is Aries. Let us move on. I'm going to tell you again. Now we're into Taurus. All my Taurans, sun, moon, rising, possibly your north node, if that's you, if you fancy that, up to you. You have a north node in Taurus. Okay. Okay. What's your north node? So now, why do we say north node? Now, not everybody does this in I almost said geometry. I do it just because I love evolutionary astrology, because I'm a past life regressionist. So this has to do with what you've moved from its opposite into what you're rising to. Do you see what I'm saying? Which is different, what you're ascending to. So for example, Jennifer's is in Scorpio. Mine is in Cancer. So things like that. Okay. So now we're moving into Taurus. What we're looking at in this reading for each person, we're looking at the end of December and what's your intention as you move into January, my loves. Okay. That's what we're doing. That's the thing. The first card, we're pulling 3 cards, and then we're pulling an oracle. The first card we are pulling is where are we right now? The next card is what are we missing? What are we not seeing? And then the third card is what do we need to put out into the world? Okay, that's what we're doing. Taurus came right out. Guess what? Tower card, first card out. What are we not seeing? 3 of Pentacles. Again, Jaden, thank you. I appreciate you. You guys make sure to grab your daily heart me's. It means the world to me when you do that. Thank you so much. It shows TikTok, hey, maybe this lady has some interesting things to say. Let's show it to more people. You know, okay. Final card here is what do you put into the world? As I mentioned, Page of Pentacles. Taurus, it doesn't surprise me. You have a lot of energy in the Pentacles, which is your Taurus is in the 6th house. Okay, lovely. And then we're going to move into the oracle message for you. Again, happy new moon, everybody. Okay, meditation for clarity. Your kids are Tauran. I love it. I love Taurus. I do. I love a Taurus. I love them all. Who am I kidding? Okay. So first of all, take a breath, Taurus. Are you ready? Where are you right now? Okay. You are. Hello, Pam Sears. Where are you right now, Taurus? You are in a tower moment. Okay. If you identify with being Taurus, if you identify with being in a tower moment, remember a tower moment is a beautiful clearing of energy, new insights, new dynamics, and new beginnings coming into your life. Okay. I'm hearing brace yourself, but at the same time, if you're a Taurus, change is not always your favorite thing, but it's okay. All right. So Taurus, what do we need to know? Where are you right now? Okay. We are in that point of the tower. So one thing I'm seeing is, and so more accurately, your kids are Taurus and rising. Oh, wow. That's a lot. So what I'm feeling for you, Taurus, in the end of this year and beginning of next year, I feel like you are being prepared energetically for some new things coming in, but you're not. This Tower card doesn't feel overwhelming to me. It feels more like it's clearing out ways. It's clearing pathways for you. It's opening up streams of energy for you. It's giving you options. This is why you want spirit to help you navigate your life, because things where you might get stuck a little bit more easily, spirit will help you move out of situations that aren't for your highest good and open up things that are more connected to your destiny. Okay, Taurus, that's for you. That's where you are right now. Moving into, what are you not seeing? Three of Pentacles, also an earth energy. Okay, I believe actually that it is the decan it's in is in Taurus. I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. So what are you not seeing? Three of Pentacles, Taurus. This has more to do with, for me, it feels like you're not delegating, you're not asking for help, you're not maybe letting other people be involved in what you might need help with. Okay. So for me, the shoulders, this is what I'm hearing from spirit. The shoulders of Taurus are broad. They can take a lot. Okay. They do a lot. They're stubborn, the bullhead, right? So what do we want to know for Taurus? We want to say, listen, maybe you need to delegate. Maybe you need to ask for help. Maybe you need to get insight. Maybe you need to have a beginner's and a learner's mind. Okay, that's really what I'm feeling. Now, what do you need to put out into the world, Taurus? Here we go. Page of Pentacles, a lot of earth energy here. Beginner's mind, starting anew. This really might be you moving out of a situation, Taurus, right now, end of year 2026 projection, that something might as new as on the horizon. Okay. So what this likely means is that something within what you've been doing in recent years, probably you've outgrown and it's time for a change. And so understanding sometimes the change comes when things break down. And you're not the one who's inciting the change, but the change is coming from spirit. So trust the process is what I'm hearing. Then your final oracle card, Taurus, is meditation for clarity. So counting on spirit, partnering with spirit so that you can have those epiphanies, you can have the realizations, you can have the trust be built over time, which will help give you insight and understand what's next. Okay. Thank you so much. Again, I just want to say thank you for being here. If you are new, please say hello in the chat. If we don't know each other, welcome. My name is Carey. So I am a medium and a mentor, and every Friday night I go live at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And these aren't readings that are for an individual. These are readings for the collective. And there's a list here of all the readings that I do in this night. Okay. It's my gift to everybody. I love doing it. So, and if you have any questions, again, about, getting a reading from me, or private mentorship, of course, I do all those things as well. I come regularly and do readings live here. I do mediumship, Akashic Records, psychic readings. I'm an energy healer. So, and then a mentor. So feel free if you have questions. Okay. Next, we are moving into Gemini. Do we have any Geminis in the house? Hello, Tiny Treasure Studios. Sun, moon, or rising for Gemini. Some people like to call this their Venus. Some people like to look at their North Node. It's really up to you, whatever you identify with. This is Gemini. This is for the end. Yay. Okay. This is for the end of this reading, by the way, is for the end of December and the beginning of January. Who's with me on, I'm excited about 2026. We're moving into a 0 or a 10 year, which is amazing. New beginnings. Triple Gemini. I know you're a good communicator and I know you're quick, Tab. I know it. Okay, sweetie pie. Here we go. This is for you and all my Geminis. Gemini North Node. If you have a North Node in Gemini or any of the other signs, I would definitely say take a peek. So when we're looking at each of these signs, everybody, just to let you know what we're doing, Make sure you're following me too. That would be amazing. And if you guys make sure collect your daily heart me's, if you are here with me on YouTube, please make sure you guys heart this live, make comments, watch the other thing. You start your new job, Jennifer. You got it. Oh my God, I'm excited for you. Okay, so I digress. Gemini, the cards we're reading are, what do you need to know? Where are you right now? Right? We want to also know, the next card is, what are you not seeing? And then the final card here is going to be, what do you need to put out into the world? Okay. I'm getting 4 of Swords for Gemini, for where you are right now. What are you not paying attention to? We're getting a Knight of Swords. Okay. So I'm already getting a lot of stuff going on in my third eye. Okay. A lot of my 6th chakra. And then also, what do you need to put out into the world? Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Then we have the Oracle card, Gemini, which sort of says, what do I need to know for this new moon and going forward? Wow, wow. Okay, here we go. So first of all, Gemini, we have a lot of the swords. Okay, swords again mean thought, mean communication, ideas, right? Also, sometimes you can have an overabundance of ideas. So you do want to be mindful of those things. If you pay attention, if it's too much, remember to pay attention. Okay, so Gemini, where are you right now? Very good place. You're in 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords is an absolutely beautiful energy for a Gemini, especially. It feels like now's a time for play. That's the sense I'm getting. Now's a time for play. Now's a time for letting go. Gemini Venus, now's a time for letting go. Now's a time to, like, I'm hearing, take the mask off. It's just to be a little more gentle on yourself, because you like to move fast. So that's something I'm really getting for Gemini right now for this time frame, if that resonates. There's a playful energy here too that I'm getting, which feels really good. Now, what are you not seeing? Okay, darn it. It was going so well. The Knight of Swords is coming out. Okay, so the Knight is very different than the Page of Swords. Then is different than the Queen of Swords. Then is different than the King of Swords. The Knight of Swords tends to charge forward, not even thinking what's coming next, just trying to solve the problem. Okay. So what do we need to know about this? So I don't see this so much being something that's happening in this moment for you, Gemini. I would say a more accurate reading of this energy specifically, I would say, is that you almost like there's a hairline trigger that if someone triggers you, there's a jumping to conclusions energy that I'm sensing here with you, Gemini, like ready to like spring into action. So I'm getting this. This is going to come back to the message that we picked up from Kuan Yin. Thank you, Tracy. This is a message we picked up from Jenna. This is a message we picked up from Kuan Yin in the beginning, is patience, practicing observing, practicing looking inward, not reacting. Okay, so it's not so much that this is happening at this moment for you, Gemini. This is something that you need to be aware of. This could be around the holidays. We maybe get triggered by our family members or the people in our lives. So this is like maybe realizing ahead of time you do get triggered and knowing you're not going to jump to conclusions. Is it really for the person in your life? It's really more for you, is what I'm getting. Okay, Gemini. Finally, what you need to take forth with you towards the end of this December, but also as you're going into 2026. Jennifer's like, that resonates, Gemini. The World card is what's coming up for you here. Okay. This is truly an ending year of completing cycles, sewing up things that are open-ended, closing doors, waiting for new things to occur. Patience, which is not always easy for Gemini because you move so quickly. Actually, I think Gemini probably are one of the fastest moving. That Mercury energy is just like quick, quick, quick. But it's a little bit of like, okay, let me settle in a little and get the whole picture first. That's what I'm hearing. So I hope that helps. Here's your final card, Gemini. Again, in Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. This could also be a Gemini Venus or North Node. We have make a move. Make a move. So if this is your validation, if there's something you've been waiting for, if there's something you want to take a turn in, hi, Robbie. If there's something that new is coming in, hey, love it for you. Okay, hang on. Okay, Gemini, thank you so much. All right. Again, if you guys want to join me, thank you so much for the Go Popular. I love it. If everybody could help me by grabbing their daily heart me and then getting me to 50,000, amazing. I also want to say, if you guys do want to join this, I'm trying to do both at once. That's hilarious. I just want to say I am excited for people to become super fans over here, because I'm going to start doing, once I get to probably about 20 super fans, we're going to start doing lives that are just ours. So, and we're going to come up with what it's going to be together. All right. Next, we are moving on. If you're just joining us, hello. So again, my name is Carey. I'm a medium and a mentor. I'm excited you guys are here. I also have to tell you guys, so if you have been looking for one mentorship, or if you've been thinking, God, I really want to do a career with something where I'm serving people, I'm using my abilities, possibly. Hi, Steve. How are you? And I want to do it as a business, but I don't know how to get started. I'm really looking for like a mentor, but also developing my abilities, and working on myself, and also learning it as a business. I will let you know I have a program that is launching in February, and it's to help you then become a professional level energy reader, which is psychic, energy healer, and Akashic Records reader, but also to do it as a business alongside. So if you're interested in that, please feel free to go to where my picture is, or here on YouTube, and you can pre-register, and you're going to be getting some more information. We're going to have a meeting ahead of time. You can ask questions. All right. We are moving on to the sign of Cancer. All right, Cancer. I feel like did we miss? Okay, we got Taurus. Okay. We did Taurus. Okay, good. Okay, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. If you are a Cancer, please let me know. Sun, Moon, Rising. Also, my North Node is in Cancer, so I do kind of pay attention to this of like, what do I need to know? What do I need to aspire to? Yes. So here's the thing. If you missed anything, Jesse with the Sun, if you missed any of this, don't worry. Everything will be time-stamped, and it will be found on my YouTube channel tomorrow. So you can go dip out, come back. You can look at the messages for you. It's going to be on my YouTube channel. Okay. That's where we are. We're streaming it right now. All right. Where's my Cancers at? So just so you know, every single person here who's getting read in this reading, these are collective messages. Take what resonates. We're going to be looking at where are you right now, what you might be avoiding or not seeing, and what the energy you should be putting forth is, plus an oracle reading. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got. I do regularly upload longer form content, means longer readings, and a variety of different things on my YouTube channel. So you definitely want to check it out. Okay. So where are you now? What do you need to know? And then what is the advice for moving forward? What you need to put out. Then also, let's see what the oracle card should be for you. Again, happy full moon. Happy new moon, everybody, in Sagittarius. Set your intentions. Okay, where are we? Temperance card, Cancer, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. We have a lot of new energy coming in for the sign of Cancer. There's really interesting Cancer placements right now in our own astrology, y'all. Riley, I'm calling out all my people. You guys want to learn more about some astrology, please follow my friend Riley right here. Riley, say hi to everybody. All right, here we go, people. This is what you need to know right now. This is for Cancer. So what we have is the energy of Sagittarius coming in. Hello, planting lemons. All right, here we go. We have the energy for Cancer of Sagittarius. That's where you are right now. This is transmutation. This is releasing. This is dealing with something specifically in your own energy, Cancer. moving it from one place into the next place. Okay. So it feels as though right now there are things that you are carrying, Cancers, things that might feel energetically to you like a burden, that feels like a weight around the appendage. Oh, yes, 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 yes. I know it's a double whammy, right? I love that for you, Megs. So I want to let you know, I'm really sensing and feeling for a lot of you guys, especially a lot of energy around the third chakra, the power center. I've literally been on a releasing journey. I bet. Yeah, I love it. So this is where you are right now. Like you just said, you're releasing energy. You're moving through things. You're moving it from the unconscious to the conscious. This is what's happening. So stay with it if you're finding yourself there. Okay, Cancer? Really important. The next thing I'm seeing is, what are you not seeing? Okay, Cancer? I'm seeing here Ace of Wands. What that means to me is specifically, you may not be capitalizing or connecting in with new passions that are coming in, because you could be caught up in the cycle of releasing that you're going on, or the change that you're experiencing, to be able to see what's coming next. So this has a lot to do with like sitting back and saying, okay, where am I feeling? What do I feel excited about? What feels inspiring to me? What feels like I'm passionate about? What feels enjoyable to me? Hi, Regina. And so you want to hold space for yourself in that regard, for sure. It's something that I'm really feeling for you, that Cancer, this is again Cancer, that you need to, once you've dealt with some of the emotions or the feelings you're having, step back and say, okay, what's next for me? What's coming around the corner? And what do I feel within me that seems like it's going to be a good fit, right? So we love that. And what do you need to be doing? What's the message? Ace of Swords. These two very much go hand in hand together. Putting your ideas and your passions forward, Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, into a position so that you can move forward. Right? You can move the needle forward. You don't have to have it all the way there. You're skirting around and deepening it, and then planting your seeds. Okay, Oracle card for Cancer. Speak your mind. That goes along right with the Ace of Swords. Okay, those two are partnering. Ace of Swords, speak your mind. Beautiful energy, putting into practice, Cancers, Cancer stellium. Yep. And you're a Cancer, your sun sign's Cancer, right? We understand these things. This is bringing us into clarity, into focus. Good. And a deeper understanding of self. All right. Very good. All right, y'all. If you're just joining us, welcome. Please feel free to say hello in the chat. If you're wondering, what are they doing in here? I do this every Friday night. It's a collective reading. Now we're going through, we do a couple different collectives, which if you're interested and you go, oh, I missed my sign, or I would like to see the other parts of the reading, I want to let you know, you can view this. It will be time-stamped on my YouTube channel. So, and all that information, I have the same username as I do here, TikTok, that I do also on YouTube. I'm also right now on YouTube. So if you're interested, you can also see that. So Amber says that Cancer reading is almost rudely loud to me. Rudely loud. Gosh darn it. Why do they just put it in your face like that? Probably because you're like, I want to grow. I'm ready for the challenge. I don't want to be in denial. Again, and if you guys don't know me, please feel free to say hello in the comments. If you guys could help me reach to 50,000, I'd be so appreciative. Thank you. And also be sure to grab your daily heart me. That would be amazing. Also, I probably have, let me go one in. I'm going to go a little gift goal. 1 sec. It's good to get a little gift goal. New goal. Okay, what are we doing? They keep wanting me to like do, all right. They're wanting, oh my goodness. They keep wanting me to do like the same thing, like pin this. All right, there we go. It's for that. All right, hang on. I'm trying to get past this goal. Just a second. Now, what's the next one? Okay, it just keeps doing it. Okay, we're going to not worry about it. Hang on, guys. Trying to fix something on TikTok. Stick with me. Stick with me, people. Okay, gifts, gift goal. What are we doing? Sorry. It just flipped the camera. Sorry about that. Wrong place. Campaigns. No, 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 no. Oh my goodness. Where are all the gifts? Where are the gifts? They're not making it easy on me here. We're just going to have to go with it. Okay, we're not worried about it. They're really pushing us to do the super subs. What can you do? Thanks, you guys. Wing it. Emily, I'm in the middle of doing collective readings. I'm not doing private reads. Please message me. We got to set you up. Sister friend, I love you, and we got to set yours up. I promise. I'm going to be coming live tomorrow morning. This is my marathon for coming on live this weekend on TikTok. Okay. Join me, everyone, in saying hello to Leo. Do you have a Leo, sun, moon, rising, possibly Venus? Maybe even your North Node. Let me know what you think, okay? If you're wondering, what are we reading for? We are reading for this coming week and also the beginning of 2026. If these resonate with you, fantastic. If they don't, it's okay too. Okay, so right now we're moving on to the energy of Leo, sun, moon, rising. So let's see what we have. And how we're looking at this again, friends, is we are looking first at where are you right now? We're looking at what you might be missing. Hey, Emily, what you might be missing or avoiding. And then finally, we're looking at what energy do you need to put forward. Okay, so let's start with that. This is for Leo. Are there any Leos in the house? Leo, that's where you are, what you might be missing, and then what you need to do. Thank you, Emily. Yay. Oh, you're a Leo. I thought you were a Leo. I was like, wait a minute, you're a Leo. Okay, and then we have Leo moon, Leo south node, all the goodness. We got Emma over here going, oh yeah. All right, are we ready? Leo, where are you, Knight of Wands? What are you missing? King of Swords. What do you need to put forth? Three of Pentacles. They're kind of like, wow. They're giving it all to you. So right now, hi, Debbie. Okay, this is for Leo, sun, moon, rising. This is the Knight of Wands. I'm holding it up close so everybody can see. Okay. So what this is telling me is that Leo, that you're fully in your Leo energy of enjoying yourself. And that right now there's a lot to do with like, I would say self-preservation, honoring yourself. The Leos I'm talking to feel as though they're in a pretty good place with themselves, or at least they're shedding light on the fact that they're not trying to do as much to please others, and that there feels a little bit like, all right, I feel like I'm growing. I feel like things are expanding. I feel like I am learning a lot. That's what I'm getting with the sense of this Leo energy. Okay, for Knight of Wands. It's a containment of this powerful, transformative energy that's here for us. That's really helping you be in a place of receptivity and understanding. Okay, that's really what I'm getting for you. And who am I reading for? My favorite Leo is in the house. Lorenda Carr. Here is what you might be missing. King of Swords. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here's what I want to say. In this instance, we're not just reading it blankly like King of Swords means this. That's not how I'm doing this. Is what do you need to know? I am hearing something about you stepping back, Leo, and preparing for something that's coming up. So this could be if you're starting out the new year and there's some things tracks you need to lay down, appointments you need to set, schedules you need to place, or plans you need to make. Make sure you're following through right now, Leo, and you're bringing insight into that, okay? It's good you're in the moment and enjoying yourself, and as you're moving towards the very end of this month and you're putting out your energy for next year, I want you to just be prepared that this might be a place of you kind of needing to do some groundwork to prepare you for what's coming in 2026. The very, very beginning is kind of what I'm getting. Okay, Leo? Here's what you need to put out more into the world. Three of Pentacles, building something with others. Building that bridge of creating something with other people. And this is wonderful. I just get a sense of you, starting new projects, investing in yourself, investing in other people, investing in things that are important to you, right? We're also having the Oracle card, Leo, of giving love. This is connection, right? This is kind of like the Two of Cups, the Two of Wands, that energy. So there's a really wonderful energy coming forward. And this really goes along really well with the Three of Pentacles. Okay, Leo? I love it. All right. That was Leo. Okay, let's move into Virgo. Do I have any Virgos? I know I have one over here on YouTube, Sun, Moon, Rising. If you guys are new, please feel free to say hello again. My name is Carey Koss. I'm a medium and a mentor. We are doing readings tonight. I do these every Friday. They are Virgo in the house. Exactly. You got two Virgos in your house, Jen. What you talking about? You and Daniel are Virgos. Dion, oh my God, good to see you. You got the double Virgos in your house, girl. I ain't mad about it. Whoop, whoop. Okay, good. We got some Virgos. I love me some Virgos. I love my Virgos. All right. Again, if you're new, please feel free to say hello. Make sure you're tapping the screen, sharing the live. Virgo rising. Oh, I like it. So you got a lot going on in there. There a lot of Mercury, Gemini, and Virgo. Not mad about it. All right, here we go, peeps. So if you're new, please feel free to either say hello in the chat or just put a little emoji and let me know with your expression of your emoji, how you're feeling. Feel free to do the same on YouTube. Also, if you're wondering, I am on YouTube. This entire thing, hi, Mama Jess, is recorded right now and will be time-stamped if you miss this later for your sign. Okay. All right. This is going to be for Virgo. We're pulling 3 cards, and what we're doing is, where are you right now? What you might be avoiding or missing, and what you need to do going forward. The energy you need to put out. So this is where you are. This is what you might be missing, and this is the energy to put out. Then we're also pulling an oracle card for what do you need to know, especially for this new moon, but also going forward as we're ending 2025 and moving into 2026. Ooh, they want me to put 2 out. I'm going with it. All right, Virgo. Judgment card coming out. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles, which is you. Oh, 5 of Swords. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This makes a lot of sense. Judgment card for Virgo. I'm going to take a sip of water. This is where you are. A place of discernment. A place of being settling, not settling as I'm settling, but feeling settled. A place of job well done. A place of making the right choices to get to where you need to be, Virgo. Really pleasant, wonderful energy. So excited for you. Amazing. Good job. Job well done. Okay. What are you missing possibly, Virgo? What may you be avoiding or is going on underneath? A little bit of shadow work. So this is a little bit more like something you may not even be aware of. 5 of Swords is here. Okay, and this is more energetic. If this resonates for you, this may not resonate with this entire collective of Virgos, but I feel like there's some energy you maybe need to do some clearing on, and let me know if this makes sense, Virgo. I'm feeling a little bit of energy around the upper chakras, around the heart chakra. We need to do maybe a little bit of Reiki or a little bit of clearing. I feel like and a little bit in the throat chakra. I feel like we need to do some release work and some expanding, that there may be some old judgment that you're feeling that's in your aura, your energy, that where you need, so you can have that sense of like not feeling, even a smidgen of guilt or worrying about what others are perceiving. There's something that's you have outgrown, but you need to remove it from your energy field. That is what I'm feeling. If that's true for you, let me know. Finally, what do you need to do? What do you need to put forth? Where are you? Guess what? You're in your home sign here, Queen of Pentacles. I'm hearing the words, Virgo, of enjoy. Enjoy yourself. This goes hand in hand with the Judgment card. Enjoy yourself, Virgo. You have worked hard for it. You've earned it. I'm glad that resonates. You've earned it. Okay, you have earned it. You've put your stamp down. You have nestled into your nest. You are at the point where you are expanding and exploring new possibilities, really like new realities. That's what I'm getting. So amazing. Well done. Now, they did tell me to pick 2 oracle cards for you. Welcome in if you're new. Hello, hello. We are doing collective zodiacal or zodiac readings. Yes, girl. Here we go. Go with the flow, Virgo. And then affirmations for growth. Okay, this comes into alignment with the releasing of the energy, y'all. So sometimes what do we need to do to release that energy? Finally, we need to validate and resonate. Validate and resonate. So that means we're going with the flow. Possibly we're sitting in that energy, allowing it to expand and release. And then as we say our positive affirmations or we set our intentions, we then bake in and let the energy of what we believe and we want to experience resonate on a deeper level. So beautiful. So beautiful, Virgo. All right. If you guys are new, please feel free to say hello. I'd love to see that number get to 55 before we're done with all the zodiacal readings. And if you're wondering, oh my gosh, I missed my sign. Oh my gosh, I'm a Pisces. I missed it. You didn't. You can go back to my YouTube channel tomorrow morning and everything will be time stamped. Time stamped for you to be able to get your reading. Again, these are zodiacal or zodiac readings. I do them every Friday along with these other readings. If you don't know me, hello, my name is Carey. I am a medium and a mentor. And yes, I do private readings. Of course, I do coaching, I do mentorship, I do all those things. So if you're interested in that, you can always reach out to me. And I come live and do free readings, but also a lot of work in general with helping you develop your intuitive abilities, but also work on healing and embodiment of self. Okay. Libra. I'm a Libra. Who else is a Libra here? Sun, moon, rising. Possibly we have some Libras that are also your Venus. All right. So again, what are we doing in this case? What we're doing is we're looking at your current energy, Libra. We're also looking at what you might be avoiding or masking or not seeing. And then finally, the card we're pulling is for Libra rising. What do you want? What should you be projecting? What should you be doing? Okay. And the next cards, we have Chariot coming out. Next, we have what do you maybe avoiding? Oof. 5 of Pentacles, and then what do you need to put out to the world? A lot of energy of the 5s here. Okay, your MC is Libra. Okay, I see that. I hear that. Okay, I'm also getting 2 cards. So I'm going to go with that. Okay, so Libra, sit with me. I'm a Libra. I get it. So there is deep transition here for you as well, Libra. That is what I'm getting. We're getting the card of the Chariot. Did you know the Chariot is actually the sign of Cancer? Goes with a sign of Cancer, right? So we have to understand, what does that mean, right? What does that mean in this case? That means we're moving forward. We're balancing out polarities right now. Okay, Libra. So that means we're looking at our masculine, our feminine sides of ourselves, but we're also understanding there's movement forward. We are releasing, we are increasing, we are gaining momentum. However, in the subconscious, and I can attest to this because I'm a Libra, we have to look at places where we feel fear and limitation around finances. Can I get an amen? We also need to look at where we're frightened of not having enough. We need to look at where we maybe are fearing transition or things not working out. Okay. So this is something you want to be aware of, practice, come into acknowledgement. It's always better to be in clarity and acceptance and understanding than to avoid. Finally, last card, what do we need to put out? There's grief here, Libra. 5 of Cups. Maybe there's a place of you being honest with yourself about maybe letting go of people, situations, dynamics that no longer serve you, being okay with it, not trying to cover it up. Libras sometimes tend to look at things like glass half full all the time. You know, everything's okay. I'm okay, when sometimes it's just not okay. And so it's okay not to be okay. Okay. That's what I'm hearing for Libra. It's okay. Tears of joy. This is validation. Tears of joy, tears of sadness for Libra. That's the oracle message. I can say that's true. So let's be where we're meant to be. Let's not try and cover it up. Last card, speak your mind, being honest about your feelings, being honest about where you're at. Don't try and cover it up. It's very hard to move on from something if we can't see it or accept it. So that's a really important point. Okay, my friends. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpio. Who's a Scorpio in here? I've got a lot of planets on Scorpio rising. Who's a Scorpio in here? Again, we are doing collective readings. So if you're interested in that, yay. Also, these are readings that are for right now. We're doing all the zodiac signs. So if you find that this is your sun, your moon, or your rising, this may resonate for you. This is really looking at the energy going into next week and also going into the beginning of 2026. Do we have any Scorpios in the house or sun, moon, or rising? All right. I know I do. So here we go. We are looking at your current energy, where you are right now, but then we're also looking at where you may be. You have a blind spot where you're avoiding something, you're not seeing it. Yay. Hello, healing lady. And then finally, what do you need to put out to the world? What do you need to know? So this is your first card. This is going to be, where are you now? This is going to be what you're avoiding and then what you need to know. Okay. You have moon and north node in Scorpio. Okay. That's a big one. Those are big ones. And then what is the oracle card? Came right out. Healing waters. Okay. This is strong. All right. 9 of Pentacles, Scorpio. What are you avoiding? The Queen of Swords. And then Page of Cups. This is pretty interesting. Okay. So Scorpio, are you with me? 9 of Pentacles. You're in a good place. Here's what I'm feeling and I'm hearing and I'm channeling for you for right now. If this resonates, great. 9 of Pentacles for you, Scorpio, has a lot to do with that you have created these things in your life, that you have procured some things that have been amazing. You have a lot that you're offering. You are in a place where things are starting to happen for you. At the same time, under the surface, there is a level of feeling of instability, like, is this going to last? Is this going to be this easy? Is this going, and am I going to make a mistake? Is this going to work out? Is this going to be the thing I hoped it would be? Okay. So something you really want to think about, Scorpio. Yes, we did Virgo, Lark, but if you want, all the readings are going to be time-stamped in this on my YouTube channel. So you can, it'll be uploaded tomorrow. And so you'll be able to find Virgo in that tomorrow morning. Okay. I know, because I do it every Friday. So, okay. So 9 of Pentacles, I'm getting something here for you that, thank you. There is a level of fulfillment I want you guys to pay attention to. Okay. I want you to pay attention, Scorpio, how you already feel. And it's, again, what did Kuan Yin say in the beginning of this reading? Kuan Yin said, be where you are and enjoy that. Be where you are and enjoy that. Okay. Jennifer says this. She has quite a few planets in Scorpio. I definitely resonate with that. I feel like I haven't let myself get excited because of that internal worry. Yes. Right. I think this is one thing we do as humans. Often we get into, well, when's the other shoe going to drop? When's it going to fall apart? Instead of saying, I've got this now. And even if this pivots, I've got resources. Okay. What is the thing you're avoiding, Scorpio? Queen of Swords. Bird's eye view. So bird's eye view. This is part of the whole thing, is that part of the thing about the energy of Libra, which is where you just came from, Scorpio, is that it gives you the perspective of what comes next. So if you feel worried, you can easily tap into your intuition and your clairvoyance and say, what do I see coming down the pike? This is what right now, my spirit guides are having me look a lot more at future time energy, more than I ever have. And I've been a trained psychic for over 35 years, and I've done readings for that long. And, they have rarely had me put this much emphasis on future time energy. I think it's for me as well as for other people, but it's really saying, look at the options, look at the things that are coming up. Things are working out. Don't worry so much. So, Scorpio. Next, what is it, Scorpio? You need to focus on Page of Cups, innocence, being open, letting yourself be in a position of, let's say, I wouldn't say vulnerable, but of trusting the process, trusting those who people that you can count on, trusting yourself, trusting your intuition. See what I'm saying? So we have a lot of these things here coming into alignment for all of you. Okay. For a Scorpio. Okay. Final oracle card for Scorpio. Then we're going to do Capricorn and then we're going to do Pisces. Okay. We're almost done. Oh, Sagittarius, we forgot. Okay. Healing waters. I love this. If you have worked with me before, I would say if you guys are interested, so here's the thing. If you're interested and you've been looking like, I would like to learn more about myself spiritually. I'd like to do some healing work. I'd like to maybe work on my intuition. I do have different ways you can do that with me. I have a membership called Goddess Rising. We do different journeys. I mean, I could say so much about it. We have a lot of, it's set up to have a wonderful experiences for you to be self-paced to learn, because I provide education, but also the group sessions where we do, we learn, share, and develop. And also we do a lot of what I call journey work and healing work. And one of the things we do is we go into the Akashic Records and we do different things to help increase our abilities, but also do healing work. And one of the things we do is we go into the place where the healing waters are. Okay. So the healing waters in the Akashic Records, essentially it's an ethereal place, but it's a place where you can literally receive healing and transformation on your energy body and then your physical body. So that's what I'm getting here for you, Scorpio. Take some time, set your intention, be open to healing energy. Okay, guys. All right. Next, we are moving to Capricorn. Do we have any Capricorns in the house? Oh, sorry, Sagittarius. I keep doing this. Sagittarius, quit avoiding me. We have Sagittarius, and then we have Capricorn, and then we have Pisces. All right. And then I'm going to be giving away one reading to one person, whoever's it's going to be a contest between those that are left if you stay till the end. And we won't know who that is until you stay till the end. Yes, we are doing Aquarius. That's coming up. We have Sag, then we have and then we have Capricorn, then we have Aquarius. Okay. We have the Hierophant is the first card coming out for Sagittarius. Where are you right now? I'm hearing the words holding your own. Then we have Page of Cups for what are you not seeing or avoiding. Oops. On there. And then finally, the card is the Empress. Such a beautiful card for you, Sagittarius. Love this. Okay. And what is the Oracle card for you that you need? Affirmation for healing of the heart. That makes sense. I have so much Sag energy around me. It's my dad's birthday day. Oh, amazing. Yeah, right? Oh my God. Sagittarius. Okay. Here we go. So Sagittarius, right now we're in a time, this is where you're at. Okay. This means that you could either be in a leadership role where you're teaching, training, helping others develop, assisting them. But this could also be you working with the energy of like Saturn to try and, create structure in your life. This could be thank you, Christy. Create structure in your life. Create a little bit of certainty, and also to be able to come to a deeper understanding. That's what I'm hearing for you, Sagittarius. That's what that Hierophant is for you. It just has to do with stability, understanding, insight, and possibly sharing. Okay. The next card that I'm seeing is the one where you're avoiding. This is an avoidance energy, friends. Again, thanks for tapping the screen. Make sure you grab your daily heart me. Thank you, Star Wish. Page of Cups. What are we avoiding? So Sagittarius, this feels a little bit like we have maybe a little bit of a bump in feeling like we need to be more open with someone, possibly vulnerable, sharing how maybe our feelings, and maybe you've been placing something, you have been avoiding something specifically and not wanting to talk about your feelings, because I feel like on some level, Sagittarius, you feel like it's silly and you shouldn't feel this way. Okay. I will let you know that every person even the most competent and the ones who are the most hardworking, the ones who are most successful, everybody has a moment where they need to share a truth that maybe is uncomfortable for them with somebody. Yes, Capricorn's next. And so think about that, Sagittarius. You're a very capable energy. You tend to be like the one who like gets a lot of stuff done and like springs into action, likes movement, but sometimes you also need to be able to say, hey, something bugged me, or I wasn't comfortable with that, or maybe I could look at this differently. That's what I'm getting. Thank you so much for those Go Popular, Star Wish. I so appreciate you. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Now, what does Sagittarius possibly need to put out to the world, need to do next? Okay. Empress. Okay. This, to me, the energy of Sagittarius is a lot of masculine energy. The energy of the Empress is a lot of the feminine. This doesn't mean passive and not empowered. In fact, quite the opposite. The Empress is kind of like the gatekeeper. She's the one who's a lot of the decider of what the Emperor does, just to be honest. And also, she is like the sacred mother who is the creator of life. So looking at how Sagittarius, you can look at aligning yourself and creating in a way that's not so, I got the words dogmatic. So I'm going to give you that if that resonates, but also I'm hearing for you specifically, like, don't feel like all the things you to do to make things happen in your life have to be so much capitalized on movement, action, and a lot of overture. Like maybe Sagittarius, we need to be sitting back and creating from a place of just imagining, or something a little bit more genteel and not so in the alpha part of you or the masculine energy. You see what I'm saying, Sagittarius? So think about that. Laid back is the words I'm hearing. Okay. Last card for Sagittarius, we have affirmation for healing the heart. Okay. Affirmation for healing the heart. I think we know where this reading is going for Sagittarius. Do you know sometimes, thank you so much for the Daily Heart Me. Sometimes the very things that we need to do are the things we don't want to do. So, and especially if you're seen as being a very capable, sort of confident energy, the last thing you want to do is ask for someone to help you, to explain your vulnerability. Okay. So this is just something you want to think about, possibly, Sagittarius, if this might be a little something in your aura. Okay. Asking for help. Nothing wrong with that. All right. We are moving on now. If you guys are new, welcome in. First of all, hello, hello, hello. My name is Carey. I'm so glad you're here. I'm a psychic medium and a mentor, and this is my weekly Friday night live stream. I do these every Friday unless I'm out of town. Next Friday is, of course, Christmas, so we'll be doing it on another day. I'll definitely announce it. Make sure you're following, liking, sharing. Hi, Quippo. Make sure, hello, Tamika. Make sure that you also are setting in your daily heart me and all those good things. And also, I am on YouTube, so feel free to follow me on YouTube. Lots of good stuff going on YouTube. I do longer form content. I have meditations. Hello, Diana. How are you? Nice to see you. And oops, I'm jumping around. Okay, so feel free to ask questions, things of that nature. Okay, here we go. We are now in Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. Sun, moon, rising. I know I have some Capricorns. Linda's a Capricorn. Here's how we're doing this reading, y'all. We are looking at, where are you right now? What's your current energy? What might you be avoiding? Okay. Another Capricorn. Amazing. Everything labadoo. Amazing. Hello, Maria. And then finally, oh, Capricorn moon, and my husband's a Capricorn sun. Okay. Awesome. We love our Capricorns. You're bored? Well, hang out. We're doing readings, Quippo. We're doing readings. You won't be bored if you're here. Well, maybe if you're not a Capricorn, but here we are. Quippo's like, I'm bored. It's good to see you. Okay, here we go. Your hubby's a Capricorn. Okay, good. All right, here's what we're doing. We're looking at 3 cards. Where are you now, Capricorn? What you may be avoiding, and then what energy we need to put out. Okay, friends, Diana. So Capricorn rising, amazing. We love that. All right, where are you now? What might you be avoiding? And what do you need to look at? Finally, we have an oracle card. After this, we are going to be looking at Aquarius, and then we're going to move on to our final messages from the ancestors. All right, here we go. Okay, Capricorn, going back to school, Page of Swords. Got a lot of swords energy coming in right away. I can feel it. Hi, Christine. Welcome in. Hi, Sheree. Hi, my girly. Okay, here we go. Capricorn. The first thing we're seeing here for you is the Page of Swords. We're going to show it on both screens. I'm also on YouTube in case you guys are interested. Make sure to follow me over there. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Took me 10 months. YouTube is no joke, but I do love it. Okay, Page of Swords. So what I'm seeing for Capricorns is there's a level of patience. Pisces is left also. Exactly. That's right. We got Pisces too. Yeah. Aquarius, Pisces. You're right. We started with Aquarius. We started with Aries. You're right. I always do that to either Pisces or Aries. They're like, you didn't start with me. All right. So Page of Swords, likely there's something new, Capricorn, that you're working on, that your ideas you're setting forth. And then this also has to do, I'm hearing this something about Capricorn for you. I'm hearing that you are from a long line of people that had to put patience first, and it's not always easy. That's good. Hello, guys. You're in a position right now. Welcome in, Mystical G. These are actually collective readings, but I'm so glad you're here. So this is something I'm feeling like, this feels like an ancestral energy to me. I'm going to tell you, this is very interesting. I'm picking this up. Capricorn energy, a very ancestral energy. You are learning something that other people in your family also know. This has been like either passed down to you. It's something that you've experienced. Yes, we already did Scorpio. However, I'll tell you, all of the readings will be time-stamped, and they will be on my YouTube channel tomorrow morning. And the YouTube channel is the same name as what I have here. Really easy. So make sure you're subscribed. Okay. I'll be putting that up tomorrow morning. So there's something you're learning right now, Capricorn, which feels a lot to me like something that I have, like almost like feels like a natural part of something in my family, but I feel like I'm just starting to either relearn it or bringing it into online. That's what I am hearing. Okay. That's a very interesting energy for Capricorn. Because also Capricorn, if we know about Capricorn, they always say Capricorns are always climbing the mountain, right? You're the goat. So you're learning new things a lot of the time. This feels like that, but it also feels like, yes, you're learning something new, but it's something you already know. It feels like something ancient to me. Okay. If that makes sense. I'm going to let that just make sense to the Capricorns that it makes sense to. Here is what you are possibly overlooking, not seeing. King of Swords. King of Swords. This is very much connected. Remember, Page of Swords is where you are. King of Swords is what you're avoiding. I feel like I need you to have more patience with yourself, because the thing that you're learning to do, whatever this is, because it's with ideas, it's communication, it's sharing vision. It's something you already know how to do. You just need to trust yourself and let yourself take the lead. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know what that means for you, but I just am seeing this for Capricorn. Okay. If this makes sense to you, let me know in the comments, but I just get the sense of you need to understand you already know how to do this thing you're learning. So you need to have patience because you're already where you need to be. I am hearing that. It's a very interesting energy I'm channeling there. I like it. Final card. What do you need to project? Two of Cups. Two of Cups, there's an intimate relationship here. This could be with a person. This could be with a friend, a family member, but there's an intimate partnership that is here with you. And I feel like there's a bit of challenge here for you letting go. Okay, that makes sense. Good. I'm glad that makes sense. So there's definitely a thing about you with a partnership. I feel, again, the third chakra with you, Capricorn, like you need to allow, you're wrestling a little bit either with a part of yourself or a partnership of some type where there's a little bit of your frustration involved, where you're kind of rubbing up against your own, sense of wanting something to be a certain way, and we just need to get into a deeper sense of patience. That's really what I'm hearing, if that makes sense. Very interesting energy. Okay, Capricorn, here is the oracle card for you for the week for starting 2026. Meditation. Dig deep. Okay, so that's you. That's a clear side from spirit. It's a little time to do some reflection here. Okay, it's a time to dig in deep. It's time to like maybe have a little bit more time for yourself. You can do a walking meditation, right? You can do writing, you can channel, you can, do Tai Chi or movement or yoga, but I feel like you need to spend a little time with your higher self. That's what I'm hearing for Capricorn. All right. We love that for you. Okay, here we go, guys. We are moving to Aquarius. Then we have Pisces. If you are new here, I'm so glad you're here. Again, my name is Carey. I'm a medium and a mirror. Yay, Aquarius. Amy's like, I've been patient. I've been patient. A little bit of something I'll let you know that one lucky person who has been here the entire time or most of the time is going to win a reading at the end of this. So I've kind of been paying attention to who's been here a lot most, I can tell. I'm saying this at that. Yes, we did Sagittarius. Yes, we love Aquarius. But you know what you can do, Tina? You can go back on to my YouTube channel tomorrow morning. Everything will be time stamped. So you can look at, for you, it'll say Aquarius or Virgo or whatever. Okay. Yeah, definitely. You'll enjoy it. Okay. This is really, these readings are meant to be like a forecast for going into this week, but also moving into 2026. We are looking at three things, Aquarius. We're looking at where are you right now? We are looking at what are you avoiding? And then what you need to project or put forth. Okay, guys? Thank you guys for tapping the screen. 63,000. Amazing. Okay. This is for Aquarius. Where are you right now? Okay. Where are you now? What are you avoiding? And what do you need to project? Okay. And then finally, we're also doing an oracle card pull. Here we go. Thanks for being here, everybody. So excited. Make sure you're following, liking, sharing. Grab your daily heart me. Thank you again. Ooh, Page of Pentacles. Another thing, Aquarius. Justice card. 10 of Wands. Okay, this is an interesting read. And then we're getting water magic. So that's a healing thing. Okay, Page of Pentacles, Aquarius, something you're in a position right now, something new you are learning, but it is something connected to something you're building or manifesting, okay, investing in. This could be related to an interest. This could be a hobby. This could be also something you're doing with your physical body. That's what I'm hearing. So this is a position, I almost getting a sense of this could be to do with your physical body. Okay. So I'm getting this feeling of you having a more embodied relationship with your physical body, Aquarius. Okay. So this means you're kind of looking at possibly improving your health, becoming stronger, getting more fit, leaning down, I'm hearing. I know so much learning in the collective. This is true, right? So true. So this is for Aquarius, by the way, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, whatever you relate to. Page of Pentacles for Aquarius. I am feeling like, okay, we're working on our physical bodies. We're working on our health. We're working on gaining strength, or maybe working on different things. I'm actually hearing things like gut health. So this is a very interesting energy. Now, what are you avoiding, or what are you not seeing? Guess what? The energy of Libra, discernment, which is, you think that would make sense because the Aquarius energy. So this has a lot to do though with balance. So there is a need, if you are doing something for the physical body, this likely could be, you need to have more balance in your approach. You need to cut yourself some slack. I am hearing that. You need to understand things a little bit more from different perspectives. Maybe the approach you're taking isn't exactly right for you. Possibly there needs to be more experimentation in this, is what I'm hearing for you, Aquarius. So kind of just take a step back, get a little insight, see what happens, if that makes sense. Final card for Aquarius. We are getting the 10 of Wands. What do you need to do? Hello, Angie. Make sure you guys are tapping the screen, sharing the live. Let's try to get to 70,000 before we leave. And make sure you grab your daily heart me. Okay, right here, I'm getting the 10 of Wands. So this feels like we're at the finish line, Aquarius. Okay, it feels like that you're just at the end of the line of what it is you've been experiencing and learning. It feels like you're about to just throw off the backpack and start again. But I am really hearing just take a brief moment and gain as much insight as you possibly can into where you are right now, because I am hearing you're going to be looking back over your shoulder soon, and you want to end strong. You want to end the year in a strong way. You want to make decisions based on like clarity. That's what I'm hearing. And not jumping, just like jumping ship. Okay, so you're almost at the end. So if this feels like you, let me know, Aquarius. We're also getting the final thing of what you can do to sort of help you with this. We're getting water magic. Okay, water magic has a lot to do with setting intention. You can set intention. You can speak into water. Okay. You could also work with a cleansing bath. Setting intention. You can add, flower essences to it, herbs to it, dried flowers to it. So you can do different things that will help you work on healing yourself. So use that as you're in this position. Okay, Aquarius. Okay. Final and last sign of the night. We have Pisces, and this will be Pisces, sun, moon, rising, possibly Venus, if that resonates for you. Again, if you guys are just joining us, I'm so excited you're here. My name is Carey Koss. I am a psychic medium and a spiritual mentor. So excited you're here. If you're new, please feel free to say hello. Megs is like, I know, damn it, Pisces, the wise ones. All right, so Pisces, we are seriously, we're going to be looking right at where you are right now, what you might be avoiding again, and then what you need to project or put forth. But also you're putting an oracle card. Ooh, that came right out. 9 of Wands. Oh, the Empress just joined, Aquarius. You're spot on. Ooh, I'm so glad, Carolina girl. That makes me happy to hear that. Okay. And then finally, my loves, we have 3 of Pentacles, but the last thing I'm getting here is the Oracle card. Let's see what that's going to be. Ooh, we've got some good stuff. Okay, this is again for Pisces, so let's see what we got. Everybody, 9 of Wands for Pisces. Take a breath, okay? We're tired here. We're a little tired. We're a tiny bit strapped. We're at the end of this lesson, right? We've been banged around. That's what I'm hearing where you are right now, Pisces. You're a Pisces, Stevie? Oh, okay, awesome. I love it. My husband's a Pisces. So I want to just say, self-care is going to be really important right now, Pisces. Self-care, self-care, self-care. I keep hearing that. Okay. There's some way that you're actually avoiding self-care. And the reason I'm saying this is definitely a card of like, I'm tired. I'm coming kind of to the end of the line of the lessons I'm learning, the end of 2025. Some of the things we've done have really like burnt me out a bit. I'm ready for a change. I'm ready for something new. Okay. But here's what is being avoided is Empress. And for me, this feels like mothering yourself, nurturing yourself, Pisces. Thank you for the follow so much. Nurturing yourself, caring for yourself, loving yourself. All right. And also this feels like you feel almost like you've left a piece of yourself somewhere. And here's what I tell my students and my clients. If you're feeling a little bit burnt out and dragged down, I want you to do me a favor, call your energy back purified and transmuted into your energy and your physical and your emotional body. Okay. If you're feeling like your energy is scattered, if you're feeling burnt out, okay, you want to call your energy back to you purified, healed, and transmuted for your highest good. Just imagine it's coming back in a beautiful golden sun and through your grounding cord, okay? 3 of Pentacles is the final message here for you, okay? Beautiful Pisces, beautiful Pisces. And you know what's so interesting? Just quickly, I can't wait to show you guys the Oracle card that pairs with this. It's beautiful. 3 of Pentacles means you're not in this alone, Pisces. Okay. You might feel at times like it's just you. You're the only one in the room who's got it figured out. You're the only one who's sort of, struck the match and see what's going on in the room you're in. But you're not the only one. It just sometimes feels like that. And that's because you are Pisces, you're the final one of the zodiac, right? You've been through it, the Knight of Wands. You're a little exhausted, but you have to remember people are here to support you. You're not alone. Okay, don't tell yourself that story. Do you remember how I just said a moment ago, call your energy back and bring it into your energy body? Look at this card. Ground and center and bring your energy back. Didn't I say golden energy? I love that so much. Right? Earth energy is the symbol in the center there. So call that energy back. I also would let everybody know quickly before we've got a few more things to close up and then we'll be done for the night. I am still offering readings that are end of year readings. 2026 energy readings. I don't do many. I only do these once a year. If you're interested in that, you can send me a message through Service Plus. Thank you, Tracy. I don't have it listed because I only am selling a certain few. If you're here, if you're on YouTube, you can message me here. Just send me a message, or if you're in the chat, you can definitely send me through Service Plus. Either way. All right. Now, here's what we're doing, friends. This is the next thing. We are going to get a message from the ancestors, and then I'm picking one person only, who is I'm going to give a free reading to. Okay. I am going to pick a person, and you guys don't know this. And if you're brand new, you'll learn this over time. Thank you for the follow. I pick the person who's been the most active in the chat. Thank you so much, Angela. And I apologize. I know some people are joining, and I apologize, but that's part of my motivation, is to get you to stay for most of the time. Some people have to dip out, but I definitely, it's your sister. Amazing. I reward people that are supportive and loyal. Hello, most love. How are you, Mia? It's good to see you. So I definitely reward people who are loyal, who are patient, and I see you. Believe me, I do free readings a lot on this. Tonight, not so much, because this is all collective. This is something I do once a week. So be sure you sign up every Friday night at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I go live and these are all collective readings for everybody. Okay. I go through, and there's a lot of education. I've been on here for 2 hours. So, I'm a teacher, so I tend to teach quite a bit too. So my readings are in depth and educational. I'm so glad too, Mia. I'm so glad you were there. This will all be recorded too. This is recorded and time-stamped if you missed your reading, by the way, not to worry. Okay. Angela, hello. Okay, so we're going to get a message from the ancestors. Okay, now when I'm tapping in, I am a medium. Everybody knows. I think most people know that. But when I do mediumship, and I'm not going to do that now, I bring forth people's loved ones. Now, when I have a little more, I have time and energy, but I've already done that today. I do that. This is going to be more of a collective message from your ancestors. Okay, if this resonates for you. So that just means I want you to ask your ancestors now to give you a message, a symbol or something that's going to really make sense to you. And it's going to validate you. If you guys want to go back and watch this reading later, everything is time-stamped. Okay. It's on my YouTube channel. All right. Including everything on. Thank you guys for following. And thank you guys, whoever's been tapping the screen the whole time, bless you. Okay. I mean, really. All right. So this is a message from the ancestors, and then we're going to pick the person who's going to get the reading. And again, I usually pick the person right now. This is how it's working. I'm picking the person who's been here the longest time for the whole reading. Thank you, 75K. So thank you for that. Thank you, Tina. I know I know a lot of people can't stay the whole time. I get it. So I see that. Don't worry. And later time, we'll probably pick another thing. Okay, here we go. This is from the ancestors, 2 of Wands, Aries energy. What else do we have from the ancestors? 7 of Pentacles. All right. Next we have the Death card. Hello, Sylvester. And then the final card from the ancestors, we have, they want 5. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, job well done. So right away, this is the message I'm getting from the ancestors. So here, this is different than when I do mediumship. This is a collective energy. I tap into the collective of ancestors. They bring me energy forth of what message they want. This is a message for everyone if you resonate with it. But also I have a specific deck that I work with to work with ancestors. This is different typically than direct parentage or, you know, people you're very close to. This is more your collective, your ancestors probably that go back a few generations. That's how I do it. There's a lot of reasons for that. We'll talk about other. So here's what I'm getting specific time. This is what your guides are saying. All right. Your guides are saying to me, or your guides, sorry, your ancestors are saying to me, now is a time, there's a need to have a level of patience and understanding and insight. And that this is one thing that is so great about the ancestors is they have already lived the lives they've already lived have, there we go. The lives they've already lived can help inform you, can help support you, and help you understand where you are now. You can call them in as spiritual guides into your experience. This is what they're trying to help you. So they're saying, as you guys are making decisions, have patience, because when you make decisions about what's best in your life, where you'll place your energy, what direction you're going in, you're going to have to make selective choices and let things go. Okay. So this is this card from the ancestors, Two of Wands. Two of Wands is the energy of Aries. What did we say about Aries in the very beginning? And this is not to bash on Aries. It's just that Aries energy is the starting point of the zodiac, which means that, if we're branching off, we're just diving in the pool. Maybe we didn't look in the pool to see if there was sharks in there, but we went in, right? So they're saying, slow down a little bit, have this level of ancient discernment. Is this the right choice? Seven of Pentacles, right? Is this thing I want to do worth my investment? Is it worth my time? Is it worth me putting myself out there? You know, here's the thing we need to learn more is this is what they're saying is restraint. We need to learn discipline. We need to learn patience. Those aren't bad words. They're actually excellent words for discernment. They're good for insight. They're good for patience. They're good for really culminating and helping your goals cross the finish line. Your ancestors knew this. Your ancestors have a deeper understanding of going through things that you haven't yet gone through in this lifetime. So calling upon your ancestors is an amazing way of saying, is this the right move? I'm not so sure. What do you see going on down the road for me? I'm not so sure. And if you give yourself just a bit of patience and you don't jump in like the Two of Wands or that card of Aries, and you say, I'm going to wait at least a day before I make this decision, you might find, even if you say yes to that decision, and this is what they're saying, that you'll have even more insight into what is the best option for you. Okay. The card of Death is coming in, the card of letting go, the card of Scorpio. Okay. What do we know about that energy? We know that, and this is what, again, our ancestors have that deep insight. They have that deep understanding they've traveled many more roads than you have as they're acting as your support, your ancestors. So they're preparing your energy right now for your next stage and step. And you can kind of say that, especially if you feel shaky about a decision. Is this the right thing? A lot of this has a lot to do with letting go and going with the decision that's going to be the best thing, the best job, right, for you, for your highest good, a relationship that is for your highest good, right? Not coming from a place of needing or desperation, but a place of confidence and clarity. That's what they're saying. So this is one of my favorite ancestor cards. This deck I only use for working with my ancestors or the ancestors, yours too. Ace of Pentacles. Just look at that. The system is that root system, because the energy of the ancestors is often very much connected in with the earth, right? Their bones are in the earth. The soul, the earth star chakra, if you know anything about that, if you can say that comes from the earth, that's like your roots up. And your ancestors can help you grow, can help you multiply, can help you in general with so many things that where maybe your sense of this is more limiting. Okay, so they are going to give you a deeper perspective and a sense of like progressiveness. Finally, from the ancestors, we're getting this Six of Pentacles, which is that some of you probably do need to be open to the fact that you may need to get a hand out and some help. I love the Ace of Pentacles too. You need to get a hand out and some help. And so don't be too proud to ask for help. You can ask that help from your ancestors and just ask them the simple thing of, let me know what's for my highest good, please. Let me know what's the best decision to make. I'm unclear about something. Can you guide me in a way, right? Show me what the light is at the end of the tunnel. I cannot see it. You're not all by yourself. Even if you yourself are disconnected from your family of origin, your enlightened ancestors, thank you so much, Tracy, are here to help you along your journey. Truly, 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 truly. Okay, so this comes to the end of my show. Okay, and if you guys are new, again, my name is Carey. I know, I hear you, Robin. Well, stay tuned. Listening to your intuition is a great place to start. Finding your intuition takes a little bit of time, but it really is not as far away as you think. It's tapping into your energy. It's saying, it's asking your guides, asking your ancestors, please guide me, show me what I need, and make it very clear and very simple, like I'm a kindergartner. Okay. Isn't that wonderful? If you're feeling that sense of loss, I understand. First of all, you always want to reach out for support if you need it. I get it. But also ask your guides, ask your ancestors, ask spirit to show you the answers that you need in the most simplistic way. Like I say to them, make it simple for me. Like I'm a kindergartner. Truly, I do that sometimes because we get really in our heads and we feel disconnected. So it's about connecting in, connecting with your feelings, validating your feelings. It's about trying to find a safe community where you feel honored and respected. It's about tapping into your intuition, which is inside of you. Okay. So I'm going to pick one person who has been here the longest. This is how I do this, and they're going to get a free reading. And I want to thank all of you guys for being here. I go live regularly. I do this special. This is my special thing that I do on Friday nights, every Friday night, except for next Friday. And because next Friday is Christmas, but I will put another time in. I do private readings. Of course, I do mentorship. I have a school. I train people to do this both personally, professionally. I have a membership. I got a lot of good stuff going on. So stay tuned. It's good to meet all of you. I'm so happy. All right. So tonight, based on who has been here the longest and participating the most, I'm actually going to be picking Miss Amber Voss for a reading. Amber, thank you so much for being such a great supporter. Again, I pick one viewer or one subscriber or one follower every live and they get a reading. In this case, I do free readings all the time when I'm on here. But for tonight, in this situation, we will be doing, I'm actually going to be getting off after this. I have to pick my daughter up from the airport. Thank you, Tracy. Hi, Nicole. I'm going to be getting up. My daughter is flying in from school. I will be on again tomorrow morning. I'll let you know. I'm going to be on tomorrow morning. So Miss Amber, and I want to thank you guys for being here. If you want to go back and watch the signs, all of this will be on my YouTube channel. Okay. And everything will be timestamped. I'll be on again tomorrow morning, probably kind of early. So I'll be doing freebie readings then, or if you want to get a reading, you can certainly do that. So stay tuned. Okay. Now, Amber, what are we looking at for you? I know my daughter's flying in I love my daughter. I miss her. And, I saw her when I was down in California, but it was busy with a lot of other people. All right. Who am I calling in? I'm going to use Hecate's deck for Amber. All right. This is a reading for Amber. She won the reading. She's a huge supporter and has stayed through most of the live. So I try to do that for one person every Friday. That's the new tradition. All right, sweetie. Absolutely. Amaya, I will be here tomorrow. So stay tuned, my friend. Don't worry. Career. Okay. Now, do you have a specific question for your career? I know, right, Dion? Do you have a specific question for your career, my friend, that you can think of? Amber, this is kind of good because you missed when I did my readings. I think did you miss when I did readings on in Goddess Rising? I think you missed it. So this is perfect. Thanks for being here, guys. I'm just about to finish up this live stream. It's been amazing. Thank you so much for all you people tapping that screen. Amazing. I'm almost at 100,000 likes. That is amazing. I know, this is perfect. So what do you think, friend? What do you want to focus on for the career read? If anyone's wondering, I'm also live on YouTube as well. Some people like it over there as well. Thanks for being here, everybody. Appreciate you guys. Yes. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Yes. My YouTube channel, I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. And that's like one of the magic numbers on YouTube. You think it sounds here, it's like nobody. On TikTok, it's like nothing. I guess just looking at what is next or where to focus. Okay, great. All right. All right. So this is for Amber. She's asking about career, what's coming up next and what she needs to focus on. Okay. For career. All right. What do we have, Spirit, for Miss Amber around career? Thank you so much. Okay. All right. What does she need to focus on? What's coming up? Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. 3 of Wands, the Temperance card, 2 of Cups, Hangman. Ooh, a Knight of Wands, the Lovers. You have a lot of good cards coming in. Okay. So if we're looking at this reading, Amber, from the perspective of what's next and where to focus your energy, the first thing I'm seeing is there is expansion coming up for you. You're getting the 3 of Wands. I'm just showing everybody the cards so you can see. 3 of Wands is an energy of like, I would say enterprise. That's what I'm hearing. It's energy of enterprise. It's an energy of expansion. It's an energy of new things coming up. Right? It's an energy of good things on the horizon. And so I think that is really good as far as tuning into the energy specifically of like what's going to be working and what's going to really work for you next year, especially. The only thing I'm feeling psychically is I get this feeling for you of a little bit of disappointment around the time of spring, almost like, is this it? Is this it? I think part of you, as you're on your spiritual path more and more, and I know that obviously you're a super intellectual, very intelligent person, so well read and knowledgeable. But I think part of you, as you get further along on your spiritual path, there's a sense of like, I feel like I'm there's something that's just not filling my cup. That's the sense I'm getting. And there's something dormant that feels like it's being awakened. That is, I know this to be true since you're in my community. So I do know that's already going on. So there's a sense of like, okay, maybe I need to expand a little here, right? Maybe I need to like think about how I'm going to implement adding this need for depth into my daily life. It's almost like you have been able to kind of have your spiritual life be a little bit on the shelf, but it's almost like it starts to take up more focus and space. I'm going to tell you. So you're going to have to make room for how you're going to integrate that into your work life. So this is what I'm seeing you as, the 2 of Cups. So this is this relationship you have with your spirit guides, with your higher self, with your spirituality. And there's a part of you that's like, oof, it's getting closer. I'm developing more. I'm getting more, my intuition is building. My spiritual practice is building. I feel like I'm at the point where I just want to feel a sense of depth more often, right? So there is some of that restlessness. And this is what I'm getting, what's crossing you. I definitely feel that there's definitely the need for spiritual stuff to take it more seriously. I know. And also, I just want to tell you, one of the things I'm seeing here that's crossing you is the Hangman. And the Hangman really has a lot to do even though it says I'm waiting, I'm doing that, it has you looking at things differently on an emotional level. That's what the Hangman does. It's like you're sitting there and you're laying there and you're like, okay, I need to shift my perspective. So I've not just that I look at it intellectually, but I feel into this in a different way. You see what I'm saying? So that's why we're going with the need for do you have any planets in Sagittarius? I can't remember if you said this. So there's an underlying need for balance then. And I'm going to tell you I do see that around the month of March, okay? So there, just be prepared that that's an alchemy you'll be going through and some transmutation you'll be working through of like needing to know, how does this fit into this? How do I fit into this? Right? How do I fit into this? How do I juggle this? Sagittarius stellium. Every time, man, I swear. So it's kind of like pushing you. It's like, oh, I want to transmute something. I need to not sit here and sit still. What am I going to do? So there might have to be other practices that come in. And this is again where a little bit of that impatience is kind of knocking at you. I'm hearing it knocking at your door on a spiritual level. Oh, the Knight of Wands is like, dang it. Are we just sitting here? Are we doing something with all these gifts? Yeah. It's going to be a thing. I'm not going to try and pretend. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Okay, finally, here we're going. Out come the Lover's card. Of course, you'll figure it out. Of course, you'll figure it out. And you're going to figure out by deepening your spiritual practice, Four of Swords. So you're going to have a sense of, okay, I figured that out. I sorted it. I maneuvered through it. I do think knowing you and how spiritual you are already, this is going to deepen your faith. It's going to put you in a different intimacy with your guides, your ancestors, your spiritual practices, and a sense of a continuum. I just think it's going to be a good challenge. I'm exceedingly impatient. This is her note. This is a reading for Amber. She won the reading tonight. Whoever stays and engages the most, I tend to pick one person each week on Friday. She says, I'm exceedingly impatient. I know it takes time, but I want to just download it all to do my brain right now, to my brain. I know, and I get that. Thank you, Tracy. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Thank you for being here. It means a lot. Well, girl, I know you are very independent and you want it all to happen, but I can't wait to see you on the journey, like how it all works out. It's going to be amazing. So, all right. Well, that's the reading. So everybody on TikTok, I want to thank you all. I'm sending you so many blessings. I will be alive again tomorrow and Sunday, and I'm going to be alive a lot this week up until Christmas Eve, just because I'm making up because I was off last week. So I have to get my points back up. All right. Thanks everyone for being here. So much love. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Thanks for all your support. All right. God bless. Hang on to, here we go. All right, guys. I want to thank everyone for being here. Amber, thank you. All of you. Woo, there it goes. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. A little loud. All right. Thank you, everyone. I will see you all soon. You guys look for a new video being uploaded here, not just this one with the timestamps, but I'm doing a few new readings for the collective, and then a few different videos I have in mind. All right. Thank you again. So much love to all of you. I'll see you soon. Take care.